Yeah.
They're 20 to 30
I was trying to
seconds.
give Kathy time to catch her breath.
Okay.
I don't want to sound like,
Well, you're live.
Yeah, it'll be here in a minute. And Ed walks away.
of course.
Of course you did.
He always does. Whoops. Well, there went my Dr. Pepper. Let's not open it.
No, let's don't open that.
We'll be sitting here, and that thing's
It
going to
should
blow.
come up on its own.
Yeah, we're at 31 seconds.
Someone commenting?
No, I am.
There we are. Now, I need to look at the picture. I don't see
You need
Ed.
to slide over
Oh,
Ed.
look, that's because we got a 30-second lag.
It's a delay.
There he is.
I'll show up in a minute.
Yeah.
Back on up right here,
Yeah,
and I
Yeah,
can
you
slide
need
over
to
closer.
scoot back a little bit more.
I can
There you
slide
go.
over
No, you're
closer.
fine. You're fine. Ed
Me?
is the only one.
He just wants me to get closer
Yeah.
to you.
Yeah,
that's all it
that's
is.
right. Get
Oh,
over here.
okay. And okay, Heavenly Bound, tell us if you can hear us, please.
Can you hear me now?
Can you hear me now? And if you're going to type in yes, but there's an echo, we know that. It's the room we're in. So anyway,
Yeah, we should have done
hopefully they can hear us. And we're dealing with about a 20-second lag too. So anyway,
We're on a few minutes early.
yeah, well,
That's good.
Well-
4 minutes.
a. Hey, I made it. Yay.
Okay.
Yay, Kathy's here. I'm
Yeah.
here.
did they say?
They have not answered yet.
Oh, okay.
Oop, got people
There it
answering
is.
now.
Now what we got? Can you hear
All
us?
sounds good.
Sounds great.
Everything sounds good? All right, cool.
Looks great.
All right.
Yay.
Well, we're
Y'all
tickled.
got on glasses.
This is the first time we've used this particular setup.
Sure is.
Can you see what the battery's showing on your on there?
Yeah, it's showing that it's pretty much full.
Okay, awesome. Because this is the first time we've used a setup like this, and while Ed and I have been together, we've been looking at different toys to order, and we've been keeping it a secret from our
I
wives.
did not know that.
I
course.
Well, we haven't done
Didn't
it.
say we ordered anything.
They
We didn't
haven't
look
done
at
it
it.
All we
yet.
just said
Oh,
is
but that don't, we know what that means.
can't a man dream?
Sometimes, but Ed's dreams seem to turn to reality.
Well, you know,
That's
hey,
a good thing, isn't it?
Oh, I don't know.
I was dreaming about you one day.
that was slick.
Oh, I
That
haven't,
was
drunk,
really
I haven't drunk
sweet.
enough wine for that
Yeah, we
conversation.
need more than that.
We got several comments coming in. Anything we need to
No.
talk about?
No.
No. It's
No.
It's just everyone saying hello.
oh well, okay. Well, who's saying hello so we can say hi
What's
back?
in the drinks? It is a great wine that Kathy and Ed took us to yesterday.
Yes.
They took us to a winery.
They took us to a bottle of wine.
No, they took us to a winery, and they have frozen slushy wine.
wines.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh! And this one's fruity fruit.
Mine's
or something.
empty.
Yeah, I forgot what they called it. Something Christmas.
No, it's fruity.
No,
Most of
Some
them
kind of a
they had
fruity
four.
thing.
Fruity fruit, I think.
They had
Boy,
four yesterday. I can't. One of them was
it's,
called Jingle something.
frozen slushy wine.
What is that?
Jingle
oh, Jingle
juice.
Juice. That's
This
what it
is
is.
jingle
I knew it had
juice.
something to do with Christmas.
Yeah. you
Anyway,
see
they bring out. You can choose different sample.
It is
deals.
so
Yeah,
good.
a flight.
They call it a flight.
Yeah.
And four. Now
What's
I
your
saw
favorite?
some that looked like they had 8 different
Those
samples.
were
Yeah.
actual wines.
Oh really?
You
You
Okay.
can get an 8th flight
Yeah.
of just regular wines.
But,
But
It's wonderful.
But we tried them, and this was the one that I really liked
Yeah.
out of all of them, out of the 4.
Jingle juice.
Believe it or not, there was one that had pickle juice.
It was good.
Ugh.
It was actually good.
Kathy,
I did not like it
tell us how you really felt
because
about
it was
that one.
such a shock to my taste buds. Now, I probably would drink that during the summer,
Well, let's.
but I was just surprised.
What was the name of that winery?
Alberta,
no, it's
Jules
Berta.
Berta
Jules?
Winery.
Jules Berta and Albertville,
Albertville.
Alabama.
Yeah.
There
And
you
it's
go.
wonderful.
They have their big attraction for me. The wine's great. But
Yes,
the big
but-
attraction is they have wood-fired pizza
And
there.
they
Oh,
are
yeah, it was
fantastic.
really good.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh,
It was
yeah.
very good.
Yeah,
but
it
the wine's
was.
a bonus.
Yes,
Yes.
it is.
Yeah.
The wine's a bonus, but
Yeah.
we go for the pizza,
Yeah.
but you can't turn down the wine.
Well,
Really good.
it was pretty darn good. That's all I can say. And we drove through some beautiful country. If only the sun had been shining yesterday when we did
Yeah.
that. But we drove through some beautiful country to get there. It's a really pretty part of Alabama up here
I
where we
kept
are.
hills
commenting
and the
if
mountains.
if it was any colder, it would be snowing by the way it looked.
He's a long ways away from snow. These guys are amateurs down here in Alabama when it comes to snow.
Yeah, we're not.
So anyway,
It's
The screen
Tammy.
times
It's
out on
just
it.
a real mellow wine. It's
Yeah.
kind of a sweet wine, and it's frozen. Literally, you store it in the
Made
freezer.
with
it's it's
muscadine.
like a slushy.
Yeah.
And then, and it's an adult slushy.
Yeah, adult slushy. That's it. Adult slushy.
You're not gonna get this at a 7-Eleven.
No.
I cannot. If it's an adult slushy, then how in the world did Ed get a glass?
I
That's
know.
what I got.
I need
Well,
to take his, don't I?
It's one of those things. If we can steal the kids' slushy machines and put wine in it instead of Kool-Aid.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Hey,
Now,
They'll be shopping next.
That's a
We
good
do need
idea.
to let
We might
people-
need to shop for a little bit.
yeah.
How come that camera's
A little bit of that technical stuff. We do need to let everybody know. First time we're doing this with a GoPro, going live with a GoPro, and so far, which it's really cool. We're using one of Ed's GoPros on this, but what we're not certain about, experience in the past has showed us that when the GoPro starts getting a warm, it may shut down. But if it shuts down, we'll know it immediately. But just hang tight for a minute, and we might be right back. You know,
Yeah, it takes a few minutes to
Yeah.
reboot it and bring it back up.
So there's a possibility of that, but it shouldn't happen for a while. So just so you'll know, and we'll probably mention that again.
Unless we tell you bye-bye, we'll be back.
Yeah, well, but what if it goes down just as we were getting ready to say bye-bye?
well,
I guess we
So
still
then
gotta
we got
come
to
back.
reboot it just
Yep.
long enough to say bye-bye?
Yeah.
I guess that's
I
it.
think he has decreed it.
yep.
Okay, all right.
Another thing is, at some point, the battery in that GoPro will start getting low, and you're gonna have to plug up your brick to it. And we have never done it while we were live, so again, if we tell you we're about to plug up the brick to it, which is the battery supply, and it freaks out and goes off, we'll be right back.
I don't think it'll. I think it'll continue
I
to
hope
work.
it does.
Yeah, but anyway.
Well, in other words, we are experimenting, and we'll let you know how it goes. I guess you'll
There you
see
go.
how it goes.
There you go.
There we go. That's much
But I
better.
think it'll. We're going to
Yep.
try
It
to
just
talk
times
about
out.
it.
I just like
Times
to
down.
see the
I
picture.
know.
Yep.
The main,
This is good.
the main topic of this, of course, is we're going to talk about a little bit here about the new channel that Ed and Kathy are launching.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're
So,
excited about it.
Yeah, well, you guys, this is your.
Yeah, you're taking over.
Go ahead, Bill. We
Bill
don't
does
care.
such a good job, though.
I'm in
He is
control
very good
now.
at this. That's right.
No, go ahead. Tell them
yours.
about
I
it.
don't even know.
We've already done one video, maybe two, about the new channel that. Now we're going to keep this channel, so don't everybody just leave this channel.
No,
This
I'm
is the
going to
one
be on this channel.
This is one where we're still going to do our travels and adventures and cooking and all that good stuff. But we are starting a new channel, and it's called Cargo to Cozy Conversion. So it's Cargo, the number 2, Cozy Conversion. So go over there and find that one. There's already about 50 people on it. But go over and find it. I have loaded 3 videos so far, I think, on there, and there's like 5 in the can. I think is what I got in there. That's they'll come out every Sunday at 6 o'clock, and start looking for those. But we're throwing around ideas like maybe doing a live at least once a month for you guys to ask questions, and we can kind of help you with what we've done with the trailers and what's worked for us, and maybe where you can get something that you can't find that we've been showing, that kind of stuff. And then me and Bill's actually throwing around the idea of maybe doing a podcast one of these days where we get on there a little more regular, and I'll let you guys ask both of us.
Uh-oh.
We may get separated, Bill.
These two together? Oh, my
We've been
goodness.
having a pretty good bit of fun all week.
We've had a lot. Yeah,
They've had-
don't ruin
We've
our
had,
fun.
we've had a lot of fun this week.
Where?
They've been here visiting with us, and it's been great.
Yeah.
I've enjoyed it because I get to cook.
I've enjoyed it because
It's
Kathy cooks.
so nice. It's hard to cook for 2 people, isn't it?
And,
I love cooking for a bunch.
Is Chase on there? Has he commented at all?
No,
Chase is not in there?
No, not yet.
Well, I was going to tell Chase that we just had banana pudding a little bit ago.
You should text Chase and tell him to get on.
Well, I don't. You know what? I don't have Chase's number, so I can, and you can't because
I can't because my phone's
controlling
operating the camera.
Yeah.
And I didn't even bring
So
mine.
anyway,
Man.
I could,
darn.
but I'm watching.
yes,
Well, Chase, when you watch this later,
Yeah.
it's
You'll
your
know.
fault.
Hey, he snoozed. He
missed out
lose.
on banana pudding.
That's right.
Actually, Robin was making him banana pudding. Was it yesterday?
Yeah.
Said he was making your recipe.
He was
So
trying.
anyway, so while we're on here, if anybody happens to have any questions about cargo conversions or campgrounds or campground rules or
Or
things
how
like
Bill,
that.
how Kathy and Ed put up with Bill and Deb.
No,
Those kind of
that's
questions.
those
you know,
questions are awesome.
We'll be
They're
happy
easy.
to address those while we're going to be here for a little bit, and if we don't, we're just going to keep trying to come up with stuff to say, and
That's not gonna work, is it?
Yeah,
we might eventually run out of something to talk about.
Yeah, and we
You
have to
think
be
we
real.
can do
We
that?
have to be real careful because we were doing a sample video earlier, and that right there.
Oh no.
We listened to it. We were like, "Wow, man, you gotta be careful what you say in context on these things."
Yeah, because it could be sure taken out of context pretty
my.
easy. But anyway,
Never.
but as I said at another
Have
video,
you got wine slushy?
Yep,
Yes,
yep.
we do.
That's the one we want you to meet yesterday,
Luann.
but they have been
Yes.
sick.
Yes.
Hey, Luann.
We got the
and
slushies
Rusty.
from up there. They've been with us up
Yeah,
there.
we were trying to catch up with y'all yesterday. Maybe next time. We had several people with
She
us.
said they were sick, and thank you for not coming
Yes.
while you had been sick. We appreciate
We
that.
do appreciate that very much. But we did miss you.
Who else is on there?
You got Brad's
Jimmy.
on there.
Brad,
Hey, Jimmy.
Brad's on there.
Hey, Brad,
Hey, brother.
is it cold up there?
Hey,
Brad and
our mom's
Karen,
actually
look at
staying with me this week. She don't like you no more.
Oh,
I'm just kidding. For those of you who don't know out there, me and Jim have this thing going where we talk about being a mother. You said Jim, not Brad.
No,
right?
I said Brad.
Oh, Brad. I'm sorry.
Brad.
I'm on the wrong one. Sorry,
That's right.
Brad.
You got the wrong
I was
brother.
talking about Jim, and I'll bet you Jim don't even show up because that's the way he is.
He knew we were going to be on live tonight because he
funny.
messaged
Oh
me.
man,
Yeah,
Well, you are a little early.
we are a little bit.
yeah.
this is true.
We are, because
Yeah.
it's just now 6, so we're doing good.
Okay, is it
Yes,
just
fixing
now
to go
6?
down.
6:07.
All right,
6:07.
So you're going to lose your preview thing again. Kathy's looking at the front of the GoPro, and it's got a preview screen on it, and it only stays on for so long that it goes off. And
It
Yeah.
goes off, so I
she doesn't
just,
like the fact that it goes off.
it's all good. I'm good now,
Well, it
making
makes
sure
you
it
think
works.
we're not recording.
Yes,
but
and it's
we
hard
are.
to
We are.
think we are because we're
All you
looking
got
at
to
a
do is
black
look right
screen.
here and you can see it.
Yeah, look at that.
Got a
Yeah,
little
but
red
that's a
light.
little behind because look at
Got a
Bill.
little red
Well,
light
it-
blinking.
Yep,
Yeah, as long as that red light's blinking,
Yeah,
you're
you're
on.
we're
okay.
good. Oh, there's Brad.
This
That's
is a-
okay.
This is
Baby.
a learning session
Sure.
this evening too. But so far it's working out quite well.
Yeah.
I'm pretty tickled with it.
I've enjoyed it.
Yeah,
It's nice.
yeah, for sure. But anyway,
I'm actually a little amazed at the sound with it having no sound deadening in this room we're in, and I really thought it would be an echo chamber in here.
yeah, we've got a little bit of echo, but there are ways we can do that after we get a few more toys.
Hey, Lisa,
Oh,
how are you
a
and
few
Mike?
more toys. Oh, see, he thought he was going to slide that right in. Did you see
what's
that?
What's that?
Lisa.
Lisa's in. Hey,
Hi,
Lisa.
Lisa.
Yep. Look at Brad.
I told you,
He
if you're
said that
going
was
to order
okay
it,
since
you
you
got to
missed
get
it.
it
Yeah.
ordered
Yeah.
so I can count it on this year's taxes.
Okay. You heard it. You heard it.
right.
I have permission.
David, I'm watching.
So does that mean I can order something on your taxes too?
No.
Well, I could buy it for you,
No.
I guess you could.
and I
couldn't
could count it as a deductible.
you? Yeah. We'll use Bill's credit card.
Hey, that's the only one I got.
That works.
There's Jim.
There-
I'm good with
Jim
that.
there?
Oh, Jim is
Hey,
here.
Jim.
Hey, Jim.
Jim,
Sounds fine.
I feel really bad. I was calling Brad you. That's terrible.
Yes, it is.
Anyway,
I need to pull this
I thought I
away.
was talking to you, and I was telling Brad that Mom is staying at my house this week, and she's not coming to see you. So, and again, for the ones of you who don't know, it's a joke between me and Jim.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a long story. Actually, we were fooling Bill there one night.
Uh-huh.
He thought we were actually brothers.
Well,
Well, you guys had just met each other.
Yes,
I mean,
the same night.
literally just met each other.
The same night.
and
Poor
I, s-
Mike
and I
is
was
at
introducing the two of them, and Jim says, "I know Ed. We're brothers. Didn't you know that?"
That's
you know,
bad.
something to that
And I
effect.
jumped right in, and
And yeah,
yep, Bill had no idea.
PVC
Yeah.
soffit material.
What's that?
Pros and cons. Gary,
Ceiling with PVC soffit material.
PVC soffit material.
Pros and cons. Gary,
I don't even know what that
Purple.
is.
Oh, doing your ceiling with the
The
PVC
sheets.
soffit. Yeah, that's fine. In fact, soffit has got the little bitty micro holes in it. It's what I call them, where they punched it so it breathes. So
he wants to know
I
the
don't-
pros and the cons.
I don't
for
think you would have a problem with condensation, seeing how it's actually gonna
Well, it's certainly
breathe.
going to
Of
help.
course, you are going to get the heat and cold exchange in there, which will
Yeah.
create condensation.
Always.
Yeah.
Well,
Really?
I'm a firm believer, in my opinion, I'm a firm believer that the cargo trailers, when you insulate them, you still have to do it in such a manner so they can still breathe. And I know a lot of people, and I'm probably going to open a can of worms here right quick.
I'm sorry, you can't open it.
Yeah. But I know a lot of folks talk about putting vapor barriers up where they would, insulate the wall and then put a vapor barrier over that, like visqueen or something like that, before they put their wall panels on and ceiling panels. And we used to do that. Deb and I, one time, used to have an insulation business, and the town that we did most of our insulation work in had a city building code that required a vapor barrier on the inside. So when we would go in and hang the insulation on the inside walls, the exterior walls, but the inside of the exterior walls before the sheetrock went up, once we did the insulation, then they required us to come back and put visqueen all around the perimeter of the house on the inside. Well, a few years later, the people that moved into these homes started seeing where there was mold bleeding through the sheetrock. So they started pulling some of it away to see what was going on, and moisture was building up against that visqueen, and because they couldn't breathe properly. And in addition to that, where we were, they got pretty darn cold in the wintertime, and some of it had actually frozen in there. And so then ended up taking all that back out, starting all over, and then they changed the building code to putting a vapor barrier of sorts around the outside of the perimeter of the house, which is the product that a lot of people see as Tyvek. So if you have, in my opinion, if you were to put a vapor barrier on the inside, which a lot of people think that's the way you're supposed to do it, and then I see comments on a lot of Facebook pages that cater to cargo trailer conversions, where people are saying sometimes there's so much condensation it feels like it's raining inside their unit. Some of it could possibly be attributed to the fact that they put the vapor barrier on the inside there, and the trailer is not able to breathe properly, and which consequently will build up condensation.
He said they also have solid PVC board, and I'm thinking it has to be
They
those
don't have the
PVC
holes.
sheets, like we talked
Yeah.
about putting in our
See,
shower.
I know what soffit material is, and solid. How thick is that stuff, Ed? I've never really.
It's pretty thin.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
1/16 of an inch, 1/8 of an
Okay.
inch, maybe. It's pretty thin.
It's probably pretty light too. in
It is
addition
very
to
light,
that. Yeah,
yeah.
which I don't see an issue with that as long as you could, and maybe install furring strips properly, or if you wanted to screw it directly to the metal studs, which I really think you should. My opinion is to put furring strips
Fur it out.
over the studs, fur it out, put an extra layer of insulation, and then install whatever your sheeting is going to be.
Right.
Because when you try to put your interior skin directly to the studs, you're going to have issues with heat transfer and cold transfer at the same
Oh,
time.
yeah,
Depending
absolutely.
on the time of the year.
In fact, you
with
can
that.
you can see it sometimes. It's so pronounced.
Yeah.
You'll actually see it sweating in the places where it's transferring.
Right.
Hey, Robin.
So,
Robin came
so
in.
yeah, this is our
Robin on.
this is
Now,
our take
here's,
on that.
Here's another thought. Have
Okay.
you ever thought of doing a work weekend where the seasoned cargo trailer conversion experts help us newbies with things like running electrical or
Or
solar?
solar. That'd be a good idea.
The concept has been that there's actually what would you call it, an organization or a group that is working on something like that. Something has to, the name of it's Wanderlust something or other, I can't remember for sure, but there's a Facebook group, And what they are doing, they're trying to find property throughout the United States where there are camping areas where there's tools accessible to people. If they're working on their project, they can come there, they can camp there for a reduced fee. They also have tools available to them and other people that are doing the same kind of thing, and they can compare notes and things like that. But I can't remember exactly what it was. I know that there's the name Wanderlust in it, and they pop up on my Facebook feed now and then.
Yeah, I haven't seen that.
Haven't either.
Yeah. It's
But that's
there.
something they could discuss on their channel.
Yeah, that's something that you guys could discuss, and maybe we could discuss.
Yeah, that's actually what the channel is going to be about. It's trying to help people out that just don't know. And again, we're not experts. This
No.
is how we do it,
Yeah.
and this is kind of trial and
Exactly.
error. I've done some things that I had to go back and change because
Yeah.
it didn't work right the first
It
time.
didn't work.
And you know, we did too. We wasted, be honest with you, on both of our bills. We wasted quite a bit of money because
Oh, yeah.
I had this idea, or we had this idea. Well, I'm going to take full blame. I had this idea.
I was going to say, I'm sure if it was wrong, it was your idea.
That's right. That's right.
You going to take that
and,
bill?
and then,
yes.
you know, we
Yes, he
ordered
is.
stuff
He is
and
gonna
it
take it
really
with a
didn't work
smile.
out, so we ended up doing something else instead.
How funny.
And but you all know how this is. Whenever you do something like that, and you have all of these experts come together, and there's no such thing. There's a lot of things that are no such thing as a right or a wrong way, but some will have the attitude, my way is the right way, no matter.
Yeah.
And there might
Yeah.
be an issue with some people agreeing or agreeing not to disagree about certain methods to do
My
things.
experience has always been when you get too many cooks in the kitchen, you got a problem.
Well,
So,
but you know, ideas are good. You
Yeah.
know.
Well, yeah,
Helping-
and that's a fact.
yeah.
Well, and we never hesitate sharing
Yeah.
what little we've learned.
How we've learned
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
You know,
Because most of the time it's from experience. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
you know, try to learn from us instead of
Yeah.
wasting the money.
you know, they've
Well-
had their trailer for quite
Yes.
a while. We've had our trailer
Yeah.
for quite a while. We full time in hours,
We-
and some things we did, and other things are working great,
right.
Yeah.
beautifully, just like
Better
it's
than
fun-
you thought.
just like it was designed to do. it.
Yes. yes.
We've had to go back a couple of times to change things we thought were
Yes.
a grand idea when we thought about it, and then later
floor.
on, functionality wasn't quite what we thought it was going to be.
Yeah, we've done the same thing, and you know,
But the
and
only way you
everybody
learn.
everybody
Yeah.
will do that. Just of course, I know when you're building one for the first time, you're wanting it to be perfect right out of the chute,
Yeah.
and just accept the fact that it may or may not turn out that way, and you might have to make a few changes. But that's also part of the learning process as well.
But you know, Bill, you take the people that goes out and they buy these commercially made ones,
Oh man,
and what's the first thing they do to them?
they
Tear it
try to figure
apart.
out. They figure out a way to start changing things.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
because it's not what they wanted. They want to change this, they want to
Yeah.
add that. So, really, you're just getting a chance to do it, in my opinion, the
yeah.
right way
Yeah.
the first time. And if not, at least it was closer than the factory made stuff.
Yeah.
Because, man, the stuff they've made since 2020 or so, it's just junk.
Yeah, we don't want to talk about
Chase
it.
has a question.
What you got there?
He wants to know the best way to insulate the floor. We had to just do this. Well, we not just, but
Well,
when we
Chase-
started out, that was one of our mistakes.
Since Chase is late to the scene, you can lay on the floor and insulate it pretty good, Chase. And we're just kidding because we're good friends. But we jacked ours, or had ours jacked up, and put. They say there's 4 inches of closed cell foam sprayed up under it. I think it's a little more than that, to be honest with you. But they said they put 4 inches under it. In places, I know it's 8 inches under there. So, but it stopped our floor from sweating. And it also stopped when you get out of the bed in the middle of the night, your feet freezing. So it stopped all that.
It feels good now.
It also helped with the sound, believe it or not. I guess the sound bouncing off the ground into the floor, maybe. But
Don't know.
it is much quieter since we
Yeah.
did that.
Well, it's much warmer and it's not wet. That was a mistake.
We basically went the cheap route.
Yeah, we went what we could afford, but what we did, and here again, we always want to stress this and bring it out because a lot of people don't know this. In fact, Ed even mentioned this just the other day in one of his videos. You do not have to go and buy a cargo trailer off a lot. And well, let me use a different term. You don't have to go and settle for something off of a cargo trailer dealer's lot. You can actually contact the there are several manufacturers you can contact, and you can have it custom built the way you want, and it doesn't cost you any more. Okay, it doesn't cost you any more. And what we ended up doing with ours, because we would have loved to have done the closed cell underneath, but I had other ideas of things I might want to be doing underneath the floor at a later date, and we may be doing something like that here in the future. Deb and I were talking about the other day. But what we did, because we knew it would be something that we could afford and still manage to get the floor insulated some. Yeah, not to the extent that Ed and Kathy was able to get theirs done. Yeah. But what we did when we had our cargo trailer custom built with the doors exactly where we wanted them, you know, and with the extended height and with the extended tongue, with the straight axles, which are all things that we highly recommend you consider rather than drop axles, all those things that we highly recommend you consider if you're building it as a cargo trailer conversion. There's so many reasons why. But one thing we asked them to do, the first and foremost, because ours is an 8.5 wide, most 8.5 wide trailers have a footwell when you step in the door. So when you open the door and step in, you've got a footwell, and then you step up into the main floor from the footwell. Well, we didn't want that because we felt like that would take a lot out of the floor space in the trailer itself. So we had them eliminate the footwells. Now we have 2 side doors, but what we also asked them to do, because our intention was to put 3/4 inch foam board insulation on the top of the floor. And there's other ways you could do that without doing what we asked them to do, but what we asked them to do was when they installed the doors to raise them an extra inch off of the floor, and this would give us enough room to put basically furring strips all on the floor on 2-foot center, and also 3/4 inch thick furring strips all around the perimeter of the floor itself. And then we installed 3/4 inch foam board on the top of the floor in between the furring strips, and then put another layer of decking on top of that. And the material we used for that decking was the 3/8 plywood that we had pulled off of the walls because we were going back with a different kind of skin on the inside. And this is the way we did it. We too don't have any issues with the floor sweating. Have we ever had an issue with
No,
it?
but it is colder
Yeah, but it is
than
colder.
y'all's.
Yeah.
And I do
Yes.
know that even sometimes when Delilah's in the house, I call our trailer the house,
Yes.
we'll hear her jump from the cabinet, which she's not supposed to be on,
Right.
but we'll hear her ka-thump on the floor.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's why we did ours too, because of our fur babies, because you know their beds are on the floor,
Yeah, they
and
sleep on the floor a lot.
and they,
Right.
you know, they were getting cold.
There-
Well, yeah.
But there's
no-
another way you can do that.
Yeah, there's no one particular way to do it, and that's what we tell the people all the time: is you're building it for you, so build it like you want.
Do what works.
But the way Bill did his, that works great too. In fact, I've seen other people put 2 inches on the floor by doing that. But you was talking about the wheel well. Man, I wish I'd have thought of that, because
Yeah.
we ended up with a wheel well on ours.
To me, that was
And
going to
I-
be an ankle breaker.
Yeah.
And I tell you how
Yes.
many times I wish I had have told them not to put that in there.
Yes.
But I didn't think about it. Now all the things I did
You
think
mean the
about.
footwell?
Yeah, the
Yes,
footwell.
the
Okay.
footwell.
What'd I say?
You
Yeah.
said wheel
Wheel
well, and
Oh,
I'm
wheel
thinking
well.
you got to have the wheel wells.
Footwell. Yeah.
Yeah, we gotta have our wheels.
Well, you only have to have wheel wells when you're moving. Yeah, the footwell. But one of the big things for me with the footwell is, well, if you ain't paying attention in the middle of the night and you step off into that thing, man, it sends you into the cabinets and all. Ask me how I know. But,
Yeah.
Yeah. It doesn't bother me because you know I'm down there on
but
it.
I also know that people's put 2 inches of insulation on the floor now. I don't know personally if I would do the 2 inches, 'cause I don't know how much give is in that much styrofoam. There's got
Well,
to be some give there.
Yeah. If you went with it, in my way of thinking, if you went with that much thickness on the floor, for one thing, you'd have to fur it out 2 inches
A lot.
thick, and you're not going to be able to do it with 1 buys or even three
Right.
buys. You're going to have to use a much wider board so it'll be stable by the time you stack it that high.
Yeah.
Now you're adding a bunch of extra weight. So
That's right.
there's several things to consider if you're going to put 2 inches on top of the floor.
Yeah.
And when you fur it out, rather than having your furring strips on 24-inch centers, you'd probably want to go on 16-inch centers because of the give factor.
Exactly.
Sorry, the give factor.
But what I'm trying to tell you is just because we had ours sprayed, that is not the answer to everything either, because now if I ever want to go back and do anything under the trailer,
Yeah,
it's gonna
cut it.
be a problem. But I was pretty sure, and I'm still pretty sure, that I don't have to do anything else under the trailer. I did everything I'm going to do. But again, once you commit to that, you're committed to it. So just think it through before you actually do that.
280 Zone was wanting to know what the question was. We're talking about the floors in the cargo trailers, how
to
people
insulate
build
them.
them and insulate them.
Right.
Yeah. And the R factor on that one,
Charlie,
I'm not sure what the factory R factor is on factory trailers. I have no idea what. I know most of them just puts a sheet of like batting in them, and then they put that chloroplast on it.
Here's the thing about, well, and now. of
Now
course-
this is for cargo. If you have the company where you bought it from,
Oh,
Insulating.
yeah,
Insulating.
the company do it. Okay,
Yeah.
I
and
got you.
insulate it. What is the R
kind
value?
of R value do they use?
Okay.
I don't know.
Styrofoam, foam board insulation in general, and you'll hear some of these others say that, well, ours are rated at much more R rating because of this super skin we have on it or whatever. But Deb and I had an insulation business at one time, and in general, foam board, styrofoam type insulation, that type of insulation is, in general, is rated at 5 Rs per inch. 5 Rs per inch. Some people will get
I'm working on it.
like R11, let's say R11 or R13 bats, okay? R11 or R13 bats, the way you're going to
See, that's what-
realize that full R11 in an R11 bat is to let it fluff out to full thickness, which is around 3 inches or so or thicker. R13 is the same way, but some people will think when they're buying bat insulation, when they cram it into that 1 inch thick wall, they think they still have an R13. You don't. Once you cram it into that wall and compress it down to 1 inch thick, you have lost your R13 rating. Now you're only on a fiberglass insulation, it's 2.5 Rs per inch. Generally speaking, like when we would blow, if we blew fiberglass insulation in the attic, we figured 2.5 Rs per inch. If we blew cellulose, it was 3 Rs to the inch. Yeah, so anyway, but foam board or styrofoam is generally rated at 5 Rs per inch. It has one of the highest ratings. So keep that in the back of your mind too. If you go out and buy 13 bats and smash it down to 1 inch thick, you've lost that R13. It's not there anymore.
That's correct. And all of your stuff you get from Lowe's and Home Depot and stuff, the regular styrofoam board, it says right on it, and I think you're right. I think it says 5 on it.
Yeah.
I think it says R5
Yeah.
on it.
Yeah.
On 1 inch.
Yeah.
On one end.
On 1 inch, yeah.
Yeah, and that's what I used. Mine was 1 inch on the walls, and then I did 2 of them in the ceiling, so I got 2 inches in the ceiling. But I did I learned from Bill on it. I watched all his videos before I started, but I actually did the wood furring, and I did not do it on the walls, but I did it on the ceiling. That's one of the things I wish I could change, but I got too far into it to do it now. But I wish I'd have done that, because I do get the transfer. If it's cold outside, you
Yes.
can feel it on the wall. If it's hot, you feel it on the wall.
Yeah, right. And the way we did our walls is we first, of course, we pulled all the skin off. The very next thing we did,
Plywood skin.
yeah, all the interior, yeah, all the interior plywood
That's right.
skin. We
I
pulled it
love
all
it.
off the walls and the inside.
I love
And then what we did, we before we hung a single sheet of insulation between the studs. Then what we did, we went through 2 cases of Lexel elastomer sealer and went around and sealed on the inside of every metal stud where it met the exterior skin, all across the top, all that, all the way around. And then we also looked for light shining through, because, okay, let me say this one more time. I've said this so many times before. Cargo trailers are not built to be used for the purpose that we use them for. It is up to us to make them suitable for what we intend to use them for. Cargo trailers are built to haul cargo. So,
I'm
because
cargo.
of that, yeah, so
Gracious.
your precious cargo.
That's right, precious
Along with
cargo.
your fur babies. So it's up to us to make sure that there's no leaks, and things like that. So we would look for light, and if we found light, we would squirt Lexel in those little extra areas going through. One of us would stand on the outside with a hose and spray the exterior of the trailer, watching for water to come through, and then we would mark those spots and seal those as well. Those are things that you really, really need to do. If your cargo trailer does not leak now, eventually it will, no matter who you buy it from. No matter who you buy it from, eventually it will leak.
That
Eventually.
is a fact. Because
Yeah.
you're going down the road twisting it,
Oh, yeah.
turning it, bouncing it. It's going to
And
leak.
there are
that-
some very rough roads.
And that's why we used Lexel, which you can get at Lowe's, Lexel. We ordered it from Amazon and saved money per case because a Lexel is not a silicone sealer. Lexel is an elastomer sealer. So it actually goes with the flow.
Right.
Is
what I use.
Yeah, and it goes with the flow. Then we put the 1-inch foam board in between each stud. Then we ran furring strips horizontally around the walls, all the way around, roughly 16 inches apart or so. In addition to that, while we were running the furring strips, we also measured off of the floor wherever we were going to have cabinets going up against the wall, and made sure there was a furring strip coming out just right where we could screw the cabinets into that furring strip. You got to think about these things ahead of time. Once we put the furring strips all the way around, and they're run horizontal all the way around, then we put foam board insulation in between those furring strips. Now what that does, that covers the face of those metal studs, which helps with your heat transfer and your cold transfer in the wintertime. And then you put your interior skin on, and the product that we use for the interior skin, and it has worked very, very well, is a product that we got at Lowe's called Revolution Ply. And right now it runs about $26 a sheet. It's about 3/16 of an inch thick.
My daughter-in-law's going to love
Works
this.
really
Right
well,
there.
though. It's easy to form.
It's easy to work with. It takes paint real well.
Yeah.
And it's pretty stout for being what it is. But it's called, write this down, Revolution Ply, and you get it at Lowe's. And like I say, right now it's about 26 bucks
And someone
a sheet.
wanted to know how much insulation we have in our ceilings.
Both of you.
2 inches. I have 2 of the 1-inch foam boards in the top of mine.
And we have 1 3/4 inch.
Yep. And Brad, yes, the channel is up and running. There's, I think, 3 videos on it right now, and there's, I think I said 5 in the can. It's just waiting to drop one every Sunday at 6 p.m.
So you have 10 R's and we have 9.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I'm lacking a little bit because I forgot to fur the walls. So
Oh, well, I'm not.
I'm transferring heat in there that shouldn't be transferring.
I'm not in competition with you, Ed.
I know.
Oh yeah, it's competition.
We just got to figure out what works.
We all might lose.
All right, let's see. David was afraid his toys might damage his floor. I can take care of your toys
Check the
anytime
battery.
you'd like. So just let me know. I like David's
Looks like we got
toys.
I know.
But
30%. I'm going to plug it in.
Right.
okay, he's gonna plug it in. So if we
All
go
right,
away,
we're going to an external battery power here. So
I don't think
we
so.
disappear. We'll
So
we'll
be
be
back.
back.
So the
Look.
person's said, so
Yeah.
it's better not to have it pre-insulated so you can check for leaks. If I let the factory insulate, they could have a mold issue for hidden leaks.
Okay.
That is, yes.
I think that's
Short
true
answer.
too.
Oh, all right.
Can't tell if it's charging or not.
Here's my attitude about having the manufacturer insulate your trailer. Don't do it. And the reason why is because I've talked to so many people that went that route.
Yeah.
I went to so many people that went that route and had the factory that manufactured their trailer do the insulating.
Yeah.
And they had to pull interior skin off for one reason or another, and they found several bare spots where there was no insulation.
Right.
What they did, they're in a hurry, they don't care, and if they have a piece that's 2 inches short, so what? Stick it in and move on. And so that's the thing. Are you tapping me for a reason?
No.
No.
Okay. So my opinion on that is don't do it. Honestly, and I'm sorry because
Jim.
And Jim agrees with you.
we are
Yeah.
very, very close to some of these manufacturers, because we've done a lot of business with some of them.
Ed
But
has given me orders.
don't let them do it. Don't you do it yourself. That's all there is to it.
David,
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm giving you orders about, David, but
Yeah, you
I
do.
probably did.
Don't use the company you buy it from.
Oh yeah. No, don't do that.
What's
Yeah,
that?
Bill's absolutely right. When we did ours, first thing I did was stripped all the wood out of the inside, and I started looking for leaks in it. The way I did it is I just closed all the doors because it gets pitch black in there, and it's real obvious where all of your air leaks are going to be at.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
So we did the same thing. We sealed it
Yeah.
up with Lexil again because it's not silicone in it. Because silicone you can't ever paint over it for one thing. The other thing is it dries up and it'll break off. It'll pull away from whatever you put it on and start leaking. So I learned real quick. You were talking about Lexil way back in one of your videos.
Yeah.
So I looked it up.
A friend of mine that's been in construction for eons, he's the one that always started recommending it to me before we ever started building a cargo
Yeah.
trailer. And it was originally, he claimed that he had a lot of friends that built metal buildings and hung guttering systems and things like that. And that was their go-to product to seal them off if they had a leak somewhere.
Well, it works good because
Yeah.
I've had mine now almost 3 years, and as far as I know, I don't have any leaks, and not any that I can see.
That we
you know
found, that
Not
we
any I
have
know
found.
of.
Yeah.
And everywhere I put it, it still looks good. So.
If you can't
Yeah.
see it, don't look for
That's
it.
right.
Or you can
Well, no,
smell it.
I
Can't
check.
smell it.
Brad
And-
says.
yeah.
Brad says don't let them install the windows either.
Correct.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I agree with that.
We
Hey,
agree
I'll
with
tell
that
you a story
100%.
about installing windows from the factory. When I got mine, I had them install 2 of my windows.
Two.
Because I thought, it'd be easier if I just tell them where I want them, let them put them in. Got the trailer home, it was raining on the way home. Walked inside and there was water going down the wall. They had not put anything around the windows. They just
No
cut the
sealer.
hole, stuck the windows in it, and screwed them shut.
It's a wonder they didn't fall out on the way home.
So
They were just sitting
I
there.
had to take them out and put.
That's where it was.
It was terrible. They were loose in there. Anyway, I took it out and put.
I couldn't believe it.
Oh, what's that tape?
Butyl tape.
Butyl
Butyl
tape.
tape.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Because that's what we had to
I,
do.
I had to take it out, put butyl tape all the way around it, and then I put it in and I tightened them up. And then waited a little while and tightened them again, and
Yeah.
finally got it all squished out
Yeah.
and trimmed around it.
That's what we had to do with our first.
Yeah, our
And
first
no leaks
trailer,
since then.
And we decided, nope, no
every
more. We'll
one
put
of
it on
our windows
windows.
leaked, and if I tried, I pulled the windows 2 or 3 times and put them back before I finally said, okay, I'm going to go down and get butyl tape. And
Yeah.
I think it was the 3rd time we did it.
Yes.
Yeah, and
We,
we
got
never
to be quite experts at it.
we never did a video about it when we were building it because we didn't want all the people coming in and saying I told you so or something like that.
Well, I
I just
messed-
didn't want to deal with the comments.
I messed up and actually put a video. There's a video on our channel of how to install a window, and I go all into how to cut it, put the butyl tape on it, and how to trim it. But I've been lucky so far. I
It's
haven't had
good
any.
information,
I haven't
though.
had any
Yeah.
haters yet,
Oh,
but they're coming. I'm sure.
We got
just
a
wait.
couple
Yeah, it's
questions
coming
on
one day.
here.
you just wait. What else is going on?
Robin says thank you to Charlie for the question. And then Charlie is saying thank you. I was trying to decide if an additional $900 to have it insulated, but I want to be sure no leaks. Mind is made up now. Thanks.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Good deal.
Okay, what do you think of the cost is to build one of these?
Oh Lord,
Oh,
that's a
man.
loaded question.
Yeah.
Depends on what you put in
Yeah.
it, how you do it.
I know people that's
What
bought them and
supplies?
threw a mattress and a 5-gallon bucket in it, and then you got people like me that got stupid. So, it really just depends on what you're always saying. It depends on what
Upon
you're
what you're
wanting
wanting
and
to
what
do.
to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, and now we
You know.
have we have a good idea what we have in ours at this point, and of course we have solar. We got well, of course is Ed, so does Ed.
Yeah.
But your solar system makes ours look
Walks
like
all over ours.
looks like a.
Oh, campground
Anyway.
parts.
But we have roughly about 28 altogether in ours.
And that includes the trailer.
Includes cost of the trailer. However, that same trailer now, if you were to have that one built at today's prices before you started your build on it, is going to be roughly about $3,000 more than what we paid for it because we got it. We had it
And we
built
did all of our own labor.
and did all of our own labor. This is
Yeah.
true.
Yes.
But we're sitting at about 28, and we've got a 540 amp hour battery system, 3,000 watt inverter, 50 amp service, but really 50 amp service only costs about 150 more than 30 amp service, and I don't know why people just don't go ahead and do 50 amp and be done with it.
He's talking about me.
Yes, because we have 30 and not 50.
But we built ours because we knew we were going to live in it
Yeah.
full time.
Yeah, and that's true. That's a good
And
thing.
we wanted the things that were important to us,
Yeah.
and we made us a list, what's
Yeah.
most important.
That's right.
And by doing that, we knew we wanted a place to cook inside because of bad weather, what have you. We knew we wanted air conditioning, so we have a mini split. We knew we wanted our comfortable 12-inch queen size mattress. We knew
Real queen.
We knew we wanted a decent sized shower, so we have a full
Yes.
foot shower. And we knew we wanted a wall for our 50-inch TV because TV's important to us. It's
And
not
we've got
important
room to
to
put a
everybody.
60-inch in there.
Yes, we do.
You're talking about price. The price is relevant, really.
I don't think you
But
knew too much about it when you
the-
started.
We have a little bit more than that in ours, but again, they're not the same trailer.
No.
Ours is 4 foot longer than
Yeah, it's
yours.
a 24.
So
got torsion axles.
Yeah, I got torsion axle, which, by the way, if you're going to order a trailer, get the straight axles. I wish I had done that and didn't.
Yeah, 'cause you got about that much clearance.
I have a clearance problem.
And we need about this much.
Now, mind you, I pulled mine off, halfway around the country and probably 10,000 miles, and I've never tore it up. But man, I have to
It
really
could
get.
happen.
I have to really get creative about how I go in and out of places sometimes. But even if you say you got 35,000 in your trailer, what's it cost you to go buy a new one? Because me and Kathy had looked at a trailer before we built ours that was $80,000.
Before I got sick, that's what we were doing because we were going to
And
do
I
that.
walked off the lot because it literally had trim falling out of it on the lot. So that's what caused
Yep.
me to go hunting, billing people to figure out, is there a better way?
But you buy that new one at 80 grand, and you still can't go unplugged for 3 or 4
No,
days out in the middle of
heck
nowhere.
no, I'd have spent another 15,000, 20,000.
And you really don't know what you're getting.
Yeah.
You're going to be the same shape because you're
Yeah.
going to have to figure out where the leaks are and
What's your feelings
what's falling
You're
about
still
apart.
going to have leaks.
Yeah,
Boy,
what's
howdy.
falling apart.
What's your feelings about the new Polycore? Polycore.
Did you have
Polycore.
Polycore on yours? Isn't yours Polycore?
Yeah, mine
The
is
skin?
Polycore. I love it, but it does have some downsides too. Just like anything else, it's got its pros and cons. Now, the Polycore comes in colors, and my feeling is the color fades quicker on it, and that's just my feeling about it. But I've seen enough of it. We owned a graphic and print shop up until about a week ago, and I'm retired now.
Yay!
It's spelled RETARDED.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm just so thankful.
But we ordered a good bit of it in making signs and that kind of stuff where they wanted a colored background. And my feeling and experience with it is it doesn't last as long as painted metal. Now, somebody may tell me I'm wrong. I'm just going off my experience for 20 years in the business with signs. But I did order mine with it. The reason I did is I did not want the wrinkling effect.
Exactly.
And it's thicker. That was my reason for it. And I knew going in that the paint probably wouldn't last as long. So if you've seen our trailer, it's got quite a bit of graphics on it to kind of draw your eye away from that eventually. But that's the pros and the cons to it. The pros is you don't get wrinkling. The con to it is, to me, the paint doesn't seem to last as long as the painted metal does. So
Look at there. Trailer Trash 10 wanted to welcome Bill and Deb to Alabama.
Oh,
Yay!
Trailer Trash Tim.
yeah.
I haven't figured out
Now, he's
exactly
from
where he lives
Argo.
yet, but
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's Argo.
Yeah, we
Oh,
think
really?
it is.
Yeah, which is in the
just
same
right
county.
around the road
okay.
from us. And
Well, we're enjoying ourselves immensely here in Alabama. Well,
they
we
brought
will-
the rain, though.
I know. We will be heading on further south towards the end of this coming week, but yeah.
That's oops, I don't know. I can touch it.
It's all right.
What?
That's how much theirs cost. That you can tell them that's
Jim says
yeah.
building a trailer is cheaper than buying motorcycles.
Yeah, Robin was saying that theirs cost them like about $4,000, but it's just plain and simple.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you can do it from as little as you need
Like I
to.
said, I've seen people throw a mattress, literally throw a
Yes.
mattress in
Yeah.
a 5-gallon bucket, and they're happy.
Perfectly happy, because that's
Yeah.
all
You
they
know,
really want.
For
And
me,
here's-
I'm a little more
Yeah.
bougie than that.
Yeah.
Let's toss something out there, something that Deb and I have observed. Okay. Of course, now here again, just like Deb said, we built ours to live in. It is our home. So of course we've got a bathroom and we use our bathroom. But we will see people come into the campground with these $80,000 RVs
Or more.
that have,
Yes.
some of them will have 2 bathrooms, you know, and they, and it turns into a 1,200 square foot house when it slides out, when they pull all the slides out and everything. But they've got all the comforts of home in there. But the only time we see them outside is when
Yeah.
they're headed to the campground shower
Showers.
and potty. Yet they have all those facilities in there, and they paid 80 grand for all that stuff.
Yeah.
But the only time we see them is when they're headed to the shower, the campground shower, and
Yeah.
the potty.
Now, Bill, they
Oh.
just don't want to mess them up.
Maybe that's it.
Well, I understand that they don't want to have
I
to
guess.
deal with dumping the black water and all that
But-
stuff. But hey, it's that. So why did they spend that? So if you're one of those, and we're not putting people down for using the
Nope.
campground
Nope.
facility.
No, we
Yeah,
do.
'cause we do.
Not at all.
Yeah.
You do you.
But if you're if you are planning on doing it that way anyway, then you wouldn't have to spend the money, and these other people have already spent that money and they still don't use it.
Yeah.
So you don't have to spend that kind of money for those kind of things when you're doing your build, as long
Right.
as you have
It goes-
another
it
means
goes
to
back
take
to what
care
I
of
was
it.
saying. That you buy a brand new camper, and what's the first thing you do to it? You customize it for you.
Yeah.
We're just skipping that step and just building it from the get-go to customize it for us.
Exactly.
And
And you know what you've got when you build
I
it,
was gonna say,
and you know how to
what you got
fix
when
it,
you're
and
done.
you know how to
And
work
we
on
know
it.
where whatever it
Yes.
is
Right.
that needs
If I
to
have a
be
problem,
Where
it's
fixed.
easy to
things
fix.
are where they're supposed to be, and not where they say they are.
Yeah.
Me and Bill had a deal just this last week. There was a water pump on a friend's RV.
Yeah.
It went out. Well, me and him both were looking at each other going, well, I wonder where they put that at, because it's in a Class C. When we found it, it actually was in a
We were
really good
surprised.
spot. Yeah,
Yeah.
we were surprised. It's actually very serviceable.
They actually made it accessible.
That is not typically the case.
Yeah.
They learned something this week, guys. Put that down.
And guess what else? Instead of mounting the fresh water tank under the unit where it could freeze, or
Yeah.
and those tank heaters always work, right?
Yeah, right.
The tank heaters.
As long,
Yeah,
as,
that's
the
why.
as long as the heat's on.
I don't know
Instead
about
of mounting the
that.
fresh water tank, underneath where it could possibly
you're
freeze,
totally-
and that was part of the issue they were concerned about with
Oh, yes, you
theirs.
just-
I've never seen that.
It was actually mounted inside
You got that
the
one?
Class C on the
one
floor in a
Jennifer's
heated, in a heated and cooled environment, which was, something I hadn't seen in a long time either. So there you go.
I guess you think maybe that was a Four Seasons
I really don't know.
Class C.
I really
that
don't
everything
know.
was inside, because I thought that's actually different. Most of them, they're outside.
I like the way that one was put together, but it was put together back when they knew how to build
I
them,
should say it's
instead of
kinda
slapping them
older, isn't it?
together.
It's an
I did
older-
notice, Bill, that it was on a Ford chassis.
Well, I don't want
Oh,
to talk
my
about that
goodness.
part.
There we go.
I'm pretty sure that's why it was built right. That's the banner between me and Bill. He's a Chevy guy. I'm a
He's
Ford
the one
guy.
that he's always talking about with the Chevy and the Ford.
This one
Yeah.
says cargo trailers are also available with extended roofs.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they are.
And
Yeah.
we, we ordered ours especially with an extra high
Yeah,
roof.
yeah, and see that's another thing too. Ours has a 7'6" ceiling
Yeah.
in ours.
And they also extended roofs.
Bill is tall.
They actually will extend them off the back, like where you got a patio to let
Yeah.
it down. It's-
Yeah.
Yeah, they got lights built into it.
Yeah.
Man, I wish I'd have known that.
I
I'd have
want
had that.
I like that spoiler thing that
That's
a lot of
what he's
people.
talking
Is that what
about.
you're talking about?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh yeah. My next next bill will have the spoiler.
Yeah.
with your
Next bill, did
with
you?
your new wife, right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
I've done heard that before. She wants to know which wife it is you're going to build.
Uh-huh.
No,
it
but
with.
I think that spoiler's
Go
cool,
right
and
ahead.
they don't charge that much extra for that.
They
but
don't. It's really nice.
Yeah, it is nice.
Yeah.
It is nice. I like it a lot.
I saw somebody. What was that? The video meeting you was watching today, where a guy had the screens that slid up
Yeah.
and down and
Yeah.
sideways and kind
I
of
like those.
Yeah, went into a cassette, and I was like, man, where's
That was
be?
very nice.
Yeah.
I'd actually consider doing that in mine.
Yes.
There's so many things out there And that's what we love about seeing other people's builds is everyone has such unique,
And it's
different
that's why-
ideas.
Robin,
That's why
like
you
you was
never
talking,
finish
everybody
building
gets
one.
good
That's
ideas.
exactly right.
Never
How
finish.
many people do we have on right
We have
I wanna-
35 right now.
35 right
Ooh,
now.
look at that.
But yeah, everybody just builds them like they want to, and plus you can make it as fancy or as plain as you want.
Yeah.
Just not really plain. It's not plain. Not
I
any
guess
of them's
I guess the
plain.
word would be basic.
Yeah,
Basic, yeah.
or
More basic than, I mean, because some
I was
people
trying
don't
to think
cook
of the right
inside.
word. Yeah,
Some people don't need a kitchen like I want
that's
it.
right.
We rarely cook inside, so.
See, we
We cook
always
outside
cook
on the
inside
table,
because
yeah.
that's just.
Kathy
we
gets
do.
mad and I fire the smoker
Oh.
off in there.
Well,
You know
you
what?
Well, I don't have a
I
smoker.
know we wouldn't do a smoker inside the trailer.
That's why we hang out.
We
with
just put. That's right. We just put everything outside on the table, and
Yeah.
we have the
We only cook inside if the
the-
weather's bad.
yeah.
So
We have our, what is that thing called? The hot plate.
Oh, induction.
induction
Induction.
cooktop. Oh yeah,
Induction.
absolutely.
It works
Only
great
way to go.
outside.
Yep.
What else have we got going on?
Oh, Charlie, that's nice. Thank you.
Yes, thank you very much. Oh, how nice. That's
Yeah,
very
we'll actually get
good.
us. We'll actually get us one.
Yeah,
Cheers to you.
very good. This is I got to tell you, we really enjoy each other's company. We've been friends for a while now, and we met Bill and Deb at one of their rendezvous back in
A little over a year ago.
yeah.
There's a little more to the story than that. but
Yes.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Oh,
Ed was stalking.
I was a stalker.
He was.
a stalker.
This is who he stalked for so long.
Yeah, that's actually a funny
He
story.
watched all of his videos to figure out how to build our video. I mean,
You know,
our
the funny
camper.
thing is, a lot of the people that we consider really close friends, that's
Yeah.
how we met them.
Yeah,
Yes.
They
all-
stopped us.
they stalked us.
Yeah,
we stalked. We're
Yeah.
good stalkers.
They figured out where we were and they found us.
And we wouldn't trade them
No.
for anything in the world.
No.
All of our friends.
It's so nice.
We've developed a great relationship. You know, we love all of our people that watch us on YouTube. We love all the people that come to all of our rendezvous, every single one of them. But you know how it is. There will be this select few. We've got a fairly large family growing in that manner. So we feel very blessed and very flattered that people actually want to, be friends with Deb and
That
I.
they actually stalk us.
Yeah.
We love it.
We're flattered that you stalk us.
Thank goodness.
Anyway,
yeah. So Trailer Trash Tim says his trailer's stocked full of little Debbie cakes. You'll fit right in, buddy.
oh
That's
yeah,
right. That's right.
yeah.
Don't be surprised if somebody comes to visit all the time.
Now, my favorite candy, and Deb's favorite candy are jelly beans at Dollar General. You
Yeah.
can get,
So
she can't stop eating those things. My favorite are peanut clusters at Dollar General, the Dollar
Yeah, but
General
Kathy
brand.
made you some that were
But
better.
Kathy made me some that blow those away. But I won't always be around Kathy. And so,
All right,
But
Tim.
anyway.
So sometime here soon, you're gonna have to stalk me, I guess, and figure out where I'm at and come by and visit. I watch all your videos too, so
just send me an email.
oh, that's funny. Luann said she stalked us to find out about us.
Yeah.
And they are close to us too, and they are. Every time we go anywhere around them, we call them to see if they can meet
I
up.
feel like Chase might have stalked us a little
Yeah, that's okay. It's hard not to stalk them. That's what Chase said. But Lisa says we love you.
bit. I tell you, me and Bill was talking. What was that the last video we just did the other day? We were talking about
Sounds
you
good.
meet really nice people in regular campgrounds. It's got
Yeah.
regular RVs and
Yeah.
stuff, and we've always got along great with them. But you pull up in a campground that's full of cargo trailers, it is a totally different atmosphere. And,
Yes.
and you just feel like your
You're
family
at
when you
home,
first
yeah.
meet everybody.
Yeah.
You just we feel at ease, like we just know everything's gonna be good, no nonsense, no problems, and everybody's gonna get along.
And it's exciting to see how everybody else
Yeah.
did stuff and see if you can get any
I think it's just because
ideas.
you got so many like-minded
Yeah.
people that shows up in one place.
I think so.
Well,
I think that's
and
what
I've said
it
this
is.
before. I think the key word that pretty much defines the atmosphere at the rendezvous that we have, where we have all these people come in with cargo trailer conversions, the key
Yeah.
word that defines it is kindness, an air of kindness.
That's it.
You know,
That's it.
and you know, and that
He came in late.
that is really cool. It really
Bill,
is.
Chase came in late, remember?
I remember.
It says, Bill, did you get your banana pudding?
Yes, Chase. This evening I had 3 helpings.
I wasn't gonna tell that part, but he's enjoying
But I
the
had,
banana
and
pudding.
there's still some left, so
Yes.
who knows?
One never know. Now they might be. The boys were still at the house.
That's
Yeah.
true. The boys were still at the house, so
We
we
had
don't know
our
about
great Sunday dinner, and it was wonderful.
I feel like there's
so
still be
nice.
some more there.
that. Yeah,
Maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, but tomorrow
Maybe.
night we're getting the chocolate pudding, right?
Yes.
With the Oreo cookies in it.
Yes.
Remember that one, Chase?
Bill,
I think you had some of that one too.
We're
Nah,
all
nah, nah, nah,
going,
you're
we're
not
all going
here.
on a diet soon because we're so big we can't get through the door.
yeah.
Hey, it's so nice though. I'm enjoying it. I enjoy the company, enjoy cooking.
Yeah, Lisa, that's right. We accept you even if you don't have a cargo.
That's
right.
absolutely.
And to that point, we have a cargo trailer, but we also have a motor coach.
Yep.
And I'm afraid to drive it up at one of these cargo places because I'm afraid Bill's going to shoot me with his BB gun.
No, that's not true. And I don't have a BB gun. It's a pellet rifle.
It's a BB gun. It's a
That's
Red
That's
Ryder.
funny.
Oh, I don't have
Red
a Red
Rider is a Red Rider.
Now, Bill actually has a really nice air rifle. I'm just poking fun at him.
Yeah.
That's my thing.
That's his thing.
Yeah, you don't have to have a cargo trailer to hang out with us. We don't
No,
care
no,
what
no.
you have. You can
No.
just
No.
come and hang out.
And I need to clarify that because at our rendezvous, we probably have almost as many people come to our rendezvous in traditional RVs as we do in cargo trailers. Every single one of you is welcome with open arms, and because that atmosphere of kindness still is, it just flows through the whole campground among all of us. And I think it has more to do with the Tyner House Adventures family than it does the fact that they're cargo trailer people. Okay, what's so funny?
Oh, we got
Well,
some. Okay, start up here
Let's
first.
start back. Everybody's done got funny now.
Oh yeah, they're
and-
on the boat.
Tim, yes, we have been to Gunner Hill, one of our favorite seal. It's beautiful there. Yes, we love it. And then Robin says we didn't get any of the chocolate. Had to go home.
They had to go home.
Oh,
And then
Darn.
280 Zone says, Ed, good news. They have wider doors available for cargo trailers.
Oh, wonderful.
yeah. I did a walkthrough on
man.
one the other day. Had a 4-foot wide door.
I like that.
Jim, my brother, he says, you'll shoot your eye out.
You know that. You saw. I was waiting on that
Brad
one.
says, I've seen him shoot. You're safe, Ed.
Oh, whatever.
Oh, look, Charlie said that too.
Everybody's
You'll
having a
shoot
good
your
time
eye
now.
out. That's right. Don't shoot your eye out, Bill.
And this is why we hang out with a bunch of clowns. We
Yeah.
all just have a good time when we get together.
Yes,
Yeah,
We
we have a
do.
wonderful
We
time.
really do.
We have a
Yep,
wonderful
good
time.
bunch of
We
people.
really do.
All right, is there any more on that? I can't see. Wait, this is terrible.
Well,
I have my
You can tell
contacts
we're all
in.
old. We're all sitting here doing like
I
this,
know.
trying to see what
I
it
have my
says on there.
contacts in, and I'm trying to see hers, and she's got good print on hers. There you go.
Oh, it is charging, Bill. It doesn't show it's charging, but it actually is.
Oh yeah, it's
All
charging.
right.
We're still
Some-
trial and error on this thing.
How
so
long
we're
have we
just
been
checking it out.
on the
I
air?
don't know.
Many of Bill's ideas for
Will it say
ACTC are going into my build, even though I worked as an RV technician for
We've
several
done
years.
An hour and 3 minutes.
Creativity can come from unexpected sources. That's from, Wasatch Warbird Works. Wasatch Warbird Works. Say that. I can't say that.
Warbird works.
www. An hour so far is what 280 said. An hour so far. Didn't seem like an hour, did it?
No, it always goes fast.
Yeah, it goes
Yeah, it
fast.
seems like an hour.
But yep, they sure do come from unexpected sources. That's why everybody at the campground goes around and looks at everybody else's.
Yep.
And
Well, that's how you
That's
got your
just-
Evershelves.
that's right, that's
Yeah.
right. Hey, Deb had Revishelves.
Sorry, Ed.
And I had to carry Ed
That's
to
been a
look
sore
at hers to
subject.
get them.
But that's
Yeah.
why we have a shower box for our
Yep.
shower drain, because we saw one in another trailer.
Right.
Yep, that's
Right.
right. Hey, that's the
Right.
way you do it. I'm telling you.
Yeah, that
That's
works
why we say it's
fantastic.
never done.
No.
Because you always see new stuff that you think, we could do
We
that.
could do that. We
All
could
right,
do
so we've been at an hour. So how often do you guys want to see one of these? And we'll start doing one over on the new channel. And again, if you got here late, go check out the new channel. It's Cargo to Cozy Conversion. It's Cargo to Cozy Conversion. But how often would you like to see us do a live like this, where we just sit around and talk and answer questions and basically
Try to help, yeah.
be goofy? But how often would you like to see one of those? And if anybody's got any more questions, we'll take a few more before we get off.
Yeah.
Somebody's got one,
Okay.
and it is for Bill.
Uh-oh.
Teddy Zern said, this question's for Bill. Just wanted to know, with all the Corps of Engineer campgrounds that you have stayed in, have you ever had one say that cargo trailers were not allowed?
Never.
Never, not in a,
Never.
not in a
And-
core.
And you're not, I don't really foresee that happening. Period.
Private campgrounds, yes.
Yeah, but not at a I mean, no. They don't care. In fact, we've been park attendants at Corps of Engineer campgrounds with our cargo trailer conversion. So, no. Then that's the beauty of folk when you have a cargo trailer conversion. Yes, there's a lot of most private campgrounds will not accept you. In fact, many of them have this 10-year rule. They won't even accept a traditional RV if it's 10 years old or older. But we always recommend, because people ask this all the time, where do you find campgrounds to go to? And a lot of these people don't realize that there are U.S. Army Corps of Engineer campgrounds, there are state forest campgrounds, there are state campgrounds. We've also stayed at several state parks, run by the state. Never been turned away there. Not even an inkling of asking us anything about our rig at all. So these are the options that you have. And another thing, again, and we're really surprised that people still don't know this, but if you are 62 years old and older, you can get what they call the America the Beautiful Senior Pass. The America the Beautiful Senior Pass gets you a 50% discount at any federally managed campground, which would be Corps of Engineer campgrounds, U.S. Forestry campgrounds, the National Forest campgrounds, all those different things get you a 50% discount. And the average price at a Corps of Engineer campground or federally operated campground, the average price throughout the country is pretty much around the $30 a night mark, which means your fee would be $15 a night.
And where can you stay for that?
Yeah. Now the America the Beautiful Senior Pass is $80 for a lifetime membership, or you can buy it yearly at $20 a year. And there's also other 50% discount cards, like if you're disabled. There's also a veterans card.
Yeah.
There's several out there. And all you have to do is go in and type in Google America the Beautiful Senior Pass, and it will take you to a site. Not only will it show you the Senior Pass, but it'll also show you the other discount cards available to veterans and
Looks like
things
that.
like that. Yeah.
But there's different ones like Bill's talking about, but it
Right.
looks like this.
Yeah.
And they're
So-
wonderful.
And where are you going
Mine
to
looks
stay? Where are you going to stay at a campground? That most likely will be on a beautiful
Mine's the
stream or a
handicap.
beautiful lake.
Okay.
Most of them will have water and electric at the site, and some of them will have sewer at the site.
Yes, they do.
But
wonderful.
usually you'll have water and electric at the site. We have stayed at a few that does not have water at the site, but that's one reason why we have a 65-gallon freshwater tank in our trailer. But usually you'll have to go to a dump station. But there are some out there that have sewer and everything.
Yeah.
$15 a night. The one we stayed on the way over here was Dwayne Hayes
Yes.
Campground, Columbus, Mississippi. Dwayne Hayes Corps of Engineer Campground. It's on the Tennessee Tom Bigby Waterway. We paid $15, and it had 50 amp service, water, and sewer at the site.
Yeah.
and it was beautiful.
We're gonna let this secret out. We ain't gonna be able to get a reservation.
I know,
know.
that's the problem when we
problem.
keep telling people about these places.
So
This is y'all.
anyway,
This guy.
but yeah, you won't have any issues at Corps of Engineer campgrounds.
I'll tell you this too. Me and Kathy traveled around a good
Come
bit
out to
in other
Utah.
places in ours. We've been at a few KOAs. We did not have any issue at all. Now, I always try to look in prior comments and that kind of stuff on their sites to see what people are saying.
That's right.
And you can kind of feel them out, and then I will do a Google Earth and look and kind of see what's in the picture. A lot of times you'll see them in there. That's kind of the way I look them up. And if you're not sure, call them. Just tell them what it is. The worst they can do is tell you no. But we've never been turned away from one yet. And we've stayed at a couple of really nice ones. Also, you can find county parks, and sometimes cities actually have
Yeah.
a park.
Yes.
Yes.
And some of them are free.
Yeah.
So
With hookups.
with hookups, yeah. Crazy. But we've stayed at some private campgrounds too, and we've never been turned away. I've never had anybody really even look funny at us, other than they want to come over and see what it is and how we did it,
How
and they
we
want to
did
know
it.
all about it.
And Harvest Host. We did Harvest Host.
We
too.
do, we do a lot of harvest hosts
Yeah.
too, but they don't care what you bring.
They don't.
But we do know, like Bill said, there are some, especially your what I call the bougie campgrounds.
Yeah.
They have the 10-year rule, and they're staying with their 10-year rule.
And why would you want to stay in places like that anyway? They still pack
not
you in
me.
like sardines,
They're
you know.
Thousand.
Your window's 10 foot away from the neighbor's
yeah.
window.
Yeah, it's
Why
like
do you want to do
1,000
that?
trails. You get on 1,000
Yeah.
trails, you pay all this money to get into it, and then they park you literally side by side. You
side.
can't even get a table between them a lot of times.
Yeah.
I'm not doing
That-
it.
Yeah.
That's not our thing.
No, we like space.
A little space.
A little space, because we do like our little fire pits, and everybody sitting out around the
Like
fire
we'll
pit.
have
like
our
a
little
little bit of
living room. And
That's right.
Now we will suggest, you know,
got a lot
now
of-
Deb and I have stayed at a lot of Corps of Engineer campgrounds that are fairly on the rustic side, and some of them will be older campgrounds, which also means that you got to be prepared for this. They're not going to be the levelest thing in the world. If you think you're going to be able to go to most any Corps of Engineer campground and back in and just lower your tongue jack and lower your stabilizer jacks and set up housekeeping, you may not be able to do that. So you need to come prepared with leveling blocks and learn the method of leveling your rig, because you will run across that more often than not. Okay, so those are things that you do have to consider, because they're not going to go all out. Although we've stayed at a lot here recently, which we just simply backed in and there we were. But we've also stayed
Same
at a
words.
whole bunch that we had to block up one side or the other in order to
I
get our
know.
rig level. So keep that in the back of your mind too. And we like those Camco leveling blocks as our preference.
Yes.
Chase, no, I wouldn't want to have it where I could remove my solar panels. I spent a lot of time getting them where they're at and how they're up there. And no, I wouldn't want to. Now I know some people like to get them where they actually can pick them up and angle them into the sun. Kind of wish I could do that. But, and then Jim says, Bill drives a Chevy. He can't do mountains.
Oh, the guy before him wants
You
a
know,
mountain
Jim drives a
rendezvous.
Chevy too right now.
Yeah,
Tell
but
him
it's funnier when he pokes at you though.
You know,
Hey,
and
this
it's
last one
funny
was-
how he ended up with the Chevy, because the Ford he bought
Now, this is a
was
friendly
giving him
channel.
trouble.
This isn't your
And they
channel.
told him how much it was going to cost to fix it, and he said, "I think I'll just trade for that Chevy."
This last one we went
Because
to
they're
was
throwaway trucks.
oh.
Oh my!
Robin says,
Dodge for the mountains.
that's Warbird says Dodge for the mouse. What is Robin saying? Definitely maybe Herbert City or Strawberry Reds. Oh, she's talking about meeting them somewhere.
Meeting somewhere. Yeah. Teddy Zern, I'm 55.
Disabled, but he's going to build him a cargo trailer. Good for you.
Yeah, you
yeah,
betcha.
see, they just got their, somebody just got their handicap
Yeah.
thing. That's great.
Yep.
Just get ready and go.
John Duke's on. Hey, John.
Hey, Johnny.
Jim says, yeah, but mine's a diesel.
Yeah, this is true. Let's go line them up. Jim.
Oh, here we go. Here we
Here
go.
we go. Here we go.
I have three. Chase says he has 3 trucks.
Well, we all know that Fords are made out
Johnny.
of recycled Coors beer cans.
Uh-oh.
Gotta do something with them. Oh man. Anyway,
What?
I guess
Hey,
we'll get
Johnny.
off here when
Yeah,
they're ready.
we'll start a fight here in a little bit.
No, they won't.
What's going
It's
on?
Awesome.
What else is going on here?
They're all talking. They're all saying hey to each other.
Okay.
And,
Oh, now they're just
yeah,
talking among themselves.
yeah, hey Ed and all, John Duke.
Yeah.
They said they were disinterested in what's going on here. They just
Yeah.
want to chat amongst
We'll
themselves.
just
That's
chat.
right.
You go right ahead, chat amongst
So
yourselves.
how long would y'all like for us to leave this up so y'all can just visit among
That's
yourselves?
right. I know.
We'll chat back in a little while.
Hey Johnny, hi Brad. They're all on here.
Oh, shoot.
Teddy Zern. I think she's concerned about that. Is that we meet some about being disabled and doing? I can't get this now. So go for it. Yeah. Well, I am, and
Oh,
it's that's fine if you're disabled because you can. You can. I'm on oxygen now, but when we first went, I was in a wheelchair and on a walker.
Oh yeah.
And everything. So that's why our cargo trailer is built with a ramp.
Yeah, I was
So-
actually having to take her in and out with a wheelchair on the ramp when I first built it. So
Yeah.
look at her now, but
Yeah.
yeah, don't let being disabled hold you back.
No, we know lots of people disabled.
Yeah.
Yeah, in fact,
That-
a lot of core campgrounds you can actually look and they have
Campsites for them. Yeah.
handicap accessible
Exactly.
Yes.
sites. So don't let that hold you back. And even the ones that are not handicap accessible, it's been my experience that they're pretty open.
Oh, yeah.
Most of them are.
Most of them are,
Most
yeah.
of them
Just
are.
Yeah.
just look it over, try to get you one of those. Don't let that hold you back. Get out.
No.
Get out and do some living,
Yeah,
right?
do it.
Make each day count. I'm
You
telling
got
you.
it. Yeah, absolutely.
Let's see, Kathy, you can do. Spirit is inspiring. Thank you very much. Hey, it's what has kept me going, and I'm gonna tell you, I've been very blessed to be able to keep going, and we're not giving up.
Good.
Not giving up.
Robin
Ever.
says more people connecting because of you guys. It's because of them, not us.
Yeah, look at that. Did you see armadillos at D. Hayes?
Oh yeah, Dwayne Hayes. Did you see
I'm
any
back.
armadillo?
No, I didn't.
We weren't there
No.
that long. We were just.
But while
one
we
night.
were at Lost Bridge North in Arkansas, we saw live armadillos.
Oh, my gosh.
Everywhere.
Live ones.
I saw a flattened one coming down the hill.
I know. Well,
Well, yeah. That's probably the one we saw live a few days earlier.
poor
Yeah, he wasn't
thing.
doing so good.
I know.
Poor thing.
Oh, that's cute. Thank you. I do love my electric bike. They tease me out. These tease me all the time about my electric bike, but I do
frightening.
love it.
Evil Knievel.
Hey, my
It's not
babies.
because she has one. It's because of how recklessly she rides it.
My babies love it. They love going around curves.
Yeah, I've never seen dogs learn how to hang on.
My babies love it.
Hey, when she got her first trike, she actually lost Barkley out of the bike.
Why though? You need to tell
He
that.
jumped out, and I didn't blame him.
I would.
I mean, I'd have been ready to go too.
Yeah.
He didn't know what was going on, but he has never done that since.
He hasn't
and that
done
was
sense now. He
that's
just didn't know what
a
was
long
going
time
on.
ago. But
think it just scared
now
him.
he's all excited. He sits up like he owns it now.
All right, so I'm really curious. 280 Zone is always commenting on our channel and always on, but I have no idea who 280 Zone is. But we appreciate you following
Yes,
us all
thank
the time.
you.
You're on every video commenting. We appreciate that.
And Chase, and Robin.
Yeah, we got a lot of people do. But,
Yeah.
the 280
Jim.
Zone, when I see it every time.
Jim says his first build was definitely a man cave.
Yeah, for sure.
Yes, it was.
I have no comment.
It was nice.
Yeah,
It
you
was
did.
nifty.
You just ain't willing to tell.
I did 2 walkthrough videos
Hi,
on that
Lisa.
because he changed it
Two? I
up.
thought we did 3.
We might have done 3. I can't remember.
Robin says more people connecting because of us guys. Look at that. I can't say that at all. This is the kind of
280
fun I
says,
want
I'm learning
when
a
I
lot
hit
from
the
you
road full time. Well, you just come on because this is the way it is.
Yep.
Uh,
This is the way it is.
They're learning a lot from our build. Big fan.
That's 280 Zone.
Yep.
I'm assuming he lives on
Thank
Highway
you,
280.
Selma. I know you do. She's got them too. I know she does.
Yep.
I love it too. It's so nice. But I'm going to get a seat like yours next time.
Kathy's a
I've been
wild
looking
woman.
for it. No, I'm not. Look, I can't even hold the
As
phone.
Lisa said that.
Lisa
knows.
Kathy is a wild. Lisa knows.
Lisa's followed her on the
I
bike
just
trail.
love to ride my bike.
Lisa, all I can tell you is me and Bill were right behind her over at, was that Prairie? Was that in Florida?
Oh,
Prairie.
Payne's Prairie.
Payne's Prairie.
Oh.
Yeah.
And there is a switchback. It's like a 180 switchback. And we were going along pretty good, and we slowed down, and Kathy comes along, and she hits that curve, and we could literally hear the tires squealing as she went around it. And then we outed her about it, and she said, I didn't do it. She was denying all of it.
Blind corners.
I'm not saying a word.
Blind corners don't make her nervous at all. She
Not
just
at all.
zips on around them. If
Hey,
someone's
once you've been
coming
on
the
the
other
tail
way,
of the dragon on a motorcycle, this
know.
is a breeze.
but if someone's coming the other way, they just better get out of her way.
Fact.
Hey, when I thought I wasn't going to be able to walk again, that scared me. So now that I can get up and get out, I do. I get up and get out on my track, and I enjoy it every time.
Yep.
Every time.
It's all right.
Yep.
That's what we want.
Teddy was a trucker for 25 years and saw a lot of country, but he didn't see anything but highway. Oh, you're going to love the roads once you get out of that truck.
Yeah, start making it a habit to get off the interstate and run the back roads.
Yeah.
That's what we do a lot. Boy, there's a lot to see
It's
out
fun.
there.
Yeah.
We run into some of the neatest places off the highways.
I highly recommend that somebody crosses the state of Mississippi on Highway 82.
Oh, no.
I'm being facetious when
What
I say
highway?
that.
Especially not on a
You're
motorcycle.
talking about Dirt Road 82?
I'm talking about Washboard 82.
Oh, that thing's terrible.
Oh man, that's how
Hey, we got here.
Yeah, that's how we come across
They
here.
made
We-
it, though.
80
Made it.
82 all the way
You
across the
think
state.
So
about it, though,
glad.
it's rough on your suspension, but your tires don't wear much because they're rarely on the ground.
Good point.
Shoot.
Very good point.
One quick question before we go, and we probably need to think about that here in a little bit. But how do y'all? This is the first time we've ever, either me and Deb or
Yeah, or us, yeah.
or you guys use the GoPro in this manner. How does it working out? How do y'all like it?
Can y'all see
is
it
everything working
pretty
good?
well?
Everything. We're just curious because this is
Pothole
because-
highway, yeah.
Pothole highway, that's it.
yeah,
Jim.
yeah.
It's terrible.
Believe me.
Louisiana will run them a close run, though.
Oh yeah, well I still
And
haven't forgotten I-10 around New
Yeah.
Orleans.
Chase says, I hope you guys know that you guys have helped a lot of people's lives. Well, thank you, Chase.
Aw, thank you.
We really try and try to be positive and just step up. And, anytime we can help, just give us a call. That's the
That's
way
what
we
the
are.
new channel is all about, is helping you guys.
Yeah.
So, and not only are we going to help you, you're going to help us.
Yes. Everybody learns from everybody.
It
George
shows you.
Laurie.
Jim says it shows you too well.
Of course.
Such a
Jim.
comedian, aren't you, Jim?
This is very
Ask my
cool,
brother.
and I watch them when y'all put them up. So, Ditto Chase, I think is what that is. Yes, sounds and looks good. Both audio and video quality is excellent.
Great.
Wonderful.
Fantastic.
That's good.
That's what we wanted to hear.
Yep. It looks good on our end, but you never know. Well, we all look good.
We have no. We have seen some, and it's like, oh my goodness,
Yeah,
what
I look
happened?
so good, 20 pounds heavier than I was a week ago.
Oh, no.
Gosh, we
Hey.
haven't got to quit eating.
No, it's
We eat
it's
about 5
wonderful,
meals a
guys.
day.
Don't let them
That's
tell you
not
this.
true.
It's wonderful. I just love
Where,
it.
we going,
Actually-
where are we going for lunch tomorrow?
Actually, we eat one meal a day and never quits.
Yeah, that's right. Tomorrow's an eat-out
Continuous
day for one day,
Yeah.
one meal. Better way to spend my birthday.
Robin, it's
happy
your
birthday,
birthday. Happy
Robin!
birthday.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Brad said, "Looks like the GoPro works fantastic." He said it was real good.
Well, good.
Good.
And Robin said, couldn't think of a better way to spend her birthday. Such good friends, we consider you family. We do too. It's good to see you. Joe, Looks like she needs some more wine.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah, she does.
way
It's
over
right there. We have to get out
We're,
the camera.
we're probably going to
and
have
go
some
do it.
more. We're going to probably sit right over here in a little bit
And
and have some
enjoy it.
more. Yeah.
Yeah, there's some comfy couches right over here
Yeah.
behind us.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
The four of you are great together, they said. They don't know.
Well, we
We're
really
together a
enjoy
lot.
being together.
We really are together a lot, and it's,
And to
it's
think
wonderful.
at one time I thought you were a yo-yo.
I know.
Well, you called me a dork all week.
Oh
Well-
my gosh.
Only with love.
Oh,
That's
with
right.
love.
Yeah.
Only with love.
Yeah. I appreciate it, Buttercup.
Don't start the buttercup thing.
Oh, Dad,
wearing
it's on the
my
back of
Oh,
Dad's
you are
shirt.
wearing your Buttercup
Suck
shirt.
it up, Buttercup, to what's
It's
on the back
wearing
of
the
Dad's
sun- yeah.
shirt.
That's
Yeah.
what I wore it for
That's right.
today.
That's funny.
Robin says, thank you, everyone. Joe says, sounds like fun. Hey, come out and meet us sometime. We do have fun, that's for sure.
Yeah, stalk
En-
Bill a little
enjoy
bit.
it.
He'll finally give up.
Yeah, but
All
just like with Ed, though, like I said the other day on a video Ed and I shot together, what helped him become a member of the Tiny House Adventures family was his smoker.
Oh, yes.
So anytime he's coming to meet some of us that get together and have our own little miniature meetup, he is required to bring the smoker, and if he doesn't bring the smoker, he can't come.
That's not true.
Oh, that's probably true.
True. No, it's not true. Don't listen to
In
him.
fact, I'm smoking ribs Wednesday.
Well, thank you.
Since none of you know where I'm at.
That's right, look. Let's see, where is, alright. Oh, boo, look at that. We know where top of the river is in Gadsden. Oh, I know where that is.
Oh yeah, Tim, we love going up there.
Yeah. We can meet up there. Let us know.
Cool.
Yeah.
You have an email
says
address,
we need
right?
to come down.
Yeah, we got an email address.
Yeah, he could tell you.
Yeah, Tim, email me at makeeachdaycount365@gmail.com.
All of us cargo trailer folks are dorks.
Yeah.
Wednesday, I need to get going to be there by then.
Yeah, you better hurry up,
280
Jim.
on. Yep.
280,
I
you
know
can
where
walk
you
here
are.
by then.
Heavily bound. They're saying good night to everyone.
Good night,
It's about
guys.
time. Yep.
Hey Jim, I know you know where I'm at, but last time you was here, you didn't come by to see me. What's up with that?
You just went right on by. Goodness.
All right, so we're smoking ribs Wednesday, Jim. You're invited. Come on.
All right.
All right.
Planning anything in Florida? Charlie wants to know if anything's been planned in Florida.
Yes.
Yeah, sometime.
That's all we're saying.
To be announced.
To be announced.
To be announced.
That's right.
Probably within the next couple of weeks. So,
Yes.
in order for you to know what we're planning in Florida, when and where, you've got to watch all of our videos on our channel, I Ride Tiny House Adventures. But yes, there is something in the works in Florida,
Mom
and
said
we will
not
be
to stop.
announcing it probably within the next 2 weeks.
Bill is
Anything
running for
else?
governor of
Mine's
Florida.
empty too now.
No.
Yep.
Hey, it's time.
Yep, Bill's is empty too. Goodness
The only
it
gracious.
one
was-
that still got wine's Kathy.
It
Me?
was, it
I'm
was empty
sorry.
before we started.
Yeah. All right. Well, Bill brings up a good point. You guys are on our channel, and I know everybody knows who they are because, you know, they're celebrities.
No.
So
Whatever.
Stop it.
anyway, go
Words at
over their
info
channel.
for you.
It's I Ride Tiny House Adventures, and you guys have a playlist now, walkthroughs of 90 something.
Deb says 96. 96 walkthrough videos on our playlist, and you know it's real easy to find. You just simply go to our home page on YouTube, and there will be a list that says playlists, and we've got a playlist for that. For our walkthrough videos, we got a playlist on campground reviews, although we need to start doing some more of those.
It's a good way to get some
Get some more on.
ideas.
And there's also a playlist there of some of my music that I do.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Hey, if you guys
Yes,
haven't
Bill
heard him
plays
play,
music. Very
You
good.
need
We
to go
should
check that out.
have. That's what we should have done tonight. Had you out here with your guitar,
Well,
and then
that's-
brought my grandson, and he could sit
There,
here with
see?
you.
now that we figured out how
Look
the
at
GoPro
that.
works and everything
Yeah.
in this, my wheels are turning. So we'll probably do
Yeah.
some live music here before too long.
That would be
anyway,
great.
you guys go over to his
Yeah.
channel and check him out. I Ride Tiny House Adventures.
Yeah. I honestly thought I was on I Ride channel. Robert Clark said, so fun. I could do this all night. Charlie, no, you are actually on Make Each Day Count 365, but we're with our Ride Tiny House channel.
Hey, Charlie.
Adventures.
If you hadn't subscribed, please do so. It's free.
That's right.
There you go.
You need to refill those glasses, Luann says.
We're going to since we turned this camera off.
Yep.
All right, we're going to get out of here for tonight. We
It's been a lot
appreciate
of
you guys
fun.
coming.
It has been
Yeah.
awesome, and
It's been
thank
a lot
you
of
guys
fun.
for getting on here with us. And they're not scared to be with the dork. I understand, you know.
Well,
But you
he
know,
does have his. He's got his faults.
got his
but
moments,
There's also
don't he?
a lot of the positive outweighs the negative.
Hey, he introduced me to this wine.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
that was a plus.
Anyway, so
That was a big
That's
plus.
my redeeming quality. I
Hey.
introduced her to wine.
Yes.
Hey,
so
very
anyway,
good.
you know what you guys always say: make each day.
Make each day count.
Continue the journey.
365 every
Yeah.
day. Get out and live.
Yeah, and we always say we're not camping.
We're living.
Yeah,
Get out and do you some.
That's right.
That's right.
We recommend today.
Yep.
I'm
It's
stealing
time to
your
go.
line, Bill. I'm sorry.
Yep.
that's
That's okay.
I wanted
That's
you
right.
to.
Look at that.
Wanted to.
Hey, it means
All
we
right.
watch them all the
right.
time.
We'll
We'll
see
see
you guys
Bye,
later.
Enjoyed it. Hope
Yes,
you guys enjoyed
we
it.
hope y'all enjoyed
We'll
it
do
too.
this again. We'll try to do this again in some way,
They
shape, or
said
form
tell
before
your
we
new
leave.
channel one more time.
Okay. Do what?
Say your new channel one more
Oh,
time.
yeah.
It is Cargo 2. That's the number 2. Cargo to Cozy Conversion. Cargo to Cozy Conversion. And now I got to see if I can figure out how to turn this thing off.
You just simply turn the camera off up there.
I want to do it on the phone, Bill.
Well, you do whatever you want to do.
These are the nerd things.